Hello everyone. Today we are going to start our new topic, biogas, biogas plant. So first of all, I would like to share some familiar points with you related to biomass or biogas. So biomass or biogas is looking at biomass in a broad way we can say any product which is coming from any biodegradable process. So that is termed as a whole as a mass, and if it is any gaseous state, so it's termed as gas. So biogas is a generally refer as a gaseous product, which is a gaseous product which is produced by the background of organic matter in absence of oxygen. So it is known as biogas. So reasonably, how the biogas is being produced? For this, we have to collect some waste material which are biodegradable in nature, especially the agriculture wastage, cow dung, litter, any or any other things that can be biodegradable, that can be convert into biogas or biodegradable product. So these products may be these materials may be the sewage wastage also, the wastage of municipal wastage or green wastage. These products are come these products when put in a specific condition, so they convert into biogas product. Actually, on the combustions, these products are having very low carbon emission. That's why they are very popular. And obviously, this is coming. These are the product of articles which are useless or wastage. So that's why we have kept these kind of product in renewable energy resources. So, what is the biogas in the aspect of chemical engineering? So, chemical engineering aspect of biogases are can be methane, CH4, carbon dioxide, and some other things, and bit amount of that is hydrogen sulfide. So, because of the calorific value of methane, as you can see here, 50 to 70%, 50 to 70%, you can observe over here. These are the major amount of the biogas is around 70%, and around 20 to 25, 25 to 25, 50% is in carbon dioxide, 0 to 10% in nitrogen, and 1% around is hydrogen, and 0 to 3% is hydrogen sulfide, and sin is absent. There is no oxygen because during the production, whatever process is going on, is happening in absence of oxygen. Okay, so this is somewhat about the somewhat like we can say some kind of introduction, or we can say some kind of a familiar fact about the things. So here is the conversion is the main thing. So basically biogas conversion. So the conversion takes place in three mode of conversion. That is direct conversion, as you can see here, the direct conversion. Okay, next is the thermochemical conversion. This is the thermochemical conversion, and, and last one is the biochemical conversion. Okay, so although these are not so much popular things, direct conversion, or we can say the thermochemical conversion, but this is very popular one. This is biochemical conversion that we will discuss in detail. uh, for that, I would like to explain something or brief bit thing about the direct conversion. What is in actual? This is nothing else is the burning process. Direct conversion is the burning process, which is the yes, it is the burning process, burning of oxygen to produce heat, light, and byproduct is called combustion. Simply, it's a combustion. So complete combustion to acid is called incineration. Okay, and the process of combustion is applied to solid, liquid, and gases. Okay, gaseous fuel we can say. The moisture content of raw biomass, if it is high as 8 to 20% for straw, and 30-60% for wood, and up to 95% for water plant. So therefore, the combustion of the biomass is more difficult than other fuels. So this conversion can be utilized only for those products which are having very less amount of moisture. Simply, we can say it's a combustion in presence of oxygen, chemical reaction in presence of oxygen, that is termed as combustion. So direct combustion. Second thing, that is thermochemical conversion. This is the thermochemical conversion. So thermochemical conversion process where the biomass and residue to fuel. That a the conversion process convert the biomass and residues to fuel. So generally, these process where biomass and the other thing can be converted into fuels form. That is hydrogen fuels. We can say hydrogen fuels or biomass of fuels. These are fuels. We can say hydrogen fuels can be directly used. That can convert. So we have on this section the biomass. We have in presence of oxygen when we apply some heat over here. So when we apply some heat over here, this is the heat we can say apply here. So in presence of heat, so this product is converted into useful fuels. That is fuels is hydrogen itself, and here somewhat amount of carbon monoxide and liberated heat also. So these are the basic chemical reactions takes place, which are taking place. So in order to produce more biomass conversion into useful fuels or useful product. Then third one is very popular one, that is called biochemical conversion. It's very popular one and very biochemical conversion. So this is our main interest. And how this works? It is it occurs in the presence of microorganism. In presence of organism converting biomass to biofuel by taking enough time. A sufficient time is required for this conversion. As a catalyst, we use microorganism. This is nothing else the bacteria. Okay, so it is the bacteria, and other words we can say fermentations. So during the fermentation of biomass, during the fermentation of biomass, so with the fermentation of biomass, so these products are converts into useful biofuels, then the conversion of biofuels. So this happens. This happens. The same basic principle behind this. It is the decomposition of organic matter. Decomposition of organic matter in the absence of oxygen. eh, in the absence of oxygen and in the oxygen of microorganisms. It is known as biochemical conversion. Okay, and it is generally named as anaerobic digestion. Anaerobic digestions. Okay, it is generally known as anaerobic digestion. This is the main thing. If somebody asks biochemical conversion, the synonym and different name of this is biochemical conversion is anaerobic conversion. Oh, so now here conversion plant. So biogas power plant here we are discussing. So biogas power plant. The first name in this series is the floating drum type biogas plant, and the concept of this kind of schematic is being suggested by Krishi and Village Industry Commission (KVIC). As you can see here, it is mentioned over here where it is mentioned KVIC. It is suggested by the KVIC. Okay. So what happening as you can see here is the name implies that is a name indicated that it's a it's a you can say the floating drum type biogas plant where there is floated tank where the provision of floated tank, which is also serves as a biogas collector and which is floated over a slurry of cattle dung and water slurry over that. And because of that pressure of produced biogases, it is floated over the top surfaces, and it is also serves as biogas collector, as you can see here. So this is the plant, this is a floated plant, this is a floated plant which is floating over the top surface, over the top surface of slurry of cow dung and cattle. These are the slurry over here. Here it is filled over here, it is filled over here. So this is a slurry. So first of all, as you can see here, this is called mixture tank. This is called mixture tanks. With the help of the supply of pipe or any passage, a slurry of cow dung and water is coming with the help of this pipe injection, and it goes to this section. Is a partition chamber, provision of partition chamber. So that's partition chamber is sectionize the material so that a proper maintenance of level, a proper level of slurry is maintained at the bottom of the floating drum, or we can say the ground, subdue, it's a subdue tank also, because it is under the underground tank, so it is subdue tank, we can say. Yeah, the storage of slurry and cattle is stored over here, and this is the partition where a sufficient amount of gas formations is occur in the different section, and when it is accessed to a limit, so it can revert back to, or it can revert back to, in the revert back to, with the help of this pipe, to overflow tank. This tank is known as overflow tank, as you can see here. If it is happens so, because whenever the gas is occurred or gas is collected, and suppose gas is not utilizing for any plant or useful application, so as per the increased pressure of gas, so if a slurry, additional slurry, that can be goes to overflow tank. Okay, so only the slurry goes to overflow tank, and there is no gas emission or no gas transformation is takes place. That is not only the gases is occurring, and gas is stored on the top surface of the slurry, stored slurry. So this is the simple working of floated tank, or we can say the floated drum type of biogas plant. So here, here the digester plant, or this is also known as digester plant, which is underground. Yeah, which underground, so gas holder floats over the, with the help of frames. These are the provision of frame, so that keep the drum upright, stable. Okay, in all conditions, wherever is the gas is at the top, is a topmost volume, or it is the very least volume of the gas is producing a different matter. Okay, with respect to the gas produced, the frame, assistance of frame is assistance of frame to keep the drum upright, and in all conditions, and to produce to provide, sorry, to provide stability also, stability to drum. So this way, uh, biogas projection is going on, biogas generation is going on, and with the help of this valve, as you can see here, the valve provision is there. With the help of this valve, this is a useful application. The gas is the methane gas, or we get biogas, has been drawn for some useful work. But with the help of this intake mechanism, or we can say outlet mechanism, and same, and this mechanism, the schematic of this plant is very simple. So these are the basic things, and rest of things, rest of plant we'll discuss in our next segment of this series.